Welcome to the Dougherty Show again, guys. It's been about 2 weeks since we've had a show. I apologize for that. Holidays, gets the best of us. We've been enjoying our lives with our friends and families. I don't have any songs yet or anything like that for the beginning of the show, but we will get some here in the near future. Um, I got brother Dan here on the show today, and like I said, it's gonna be a regular common occurrence. You might see me by myself. I might do this again tomorrow, and also on Thursdays. And the only reason that Danny might not be on here on these shows sometimes is because he works. But some of the stuff we're gonna go over today, just our weekly pick'ems for Week 17, and then we're also going to recap Week 16, and we're gonna talk about some of our fantasy teams and give you guys some advice on what you guys can do for Week 17, and hopefully win your championships. So, Danny, how you doing, man?
Doing really well. Thank you for having me on the show today. Just trying to get stuff together after the holidays, but other than that, I'm good. I'm going.
Awesome, man. You have a good Christmas?
I did. It was nice and relaxing. Definitely needed the time off. I've just been working a lot, so it was nice and refreshing, and got to watch some
Oh,
football.
hell yeah. Wonderful. Colts are playing on Christmas, too. I was nervous, but we pulled through and we got that W, man. How you feeling about the Colts, man?
They're very underrated. And that's what's crazy about them. A lot of people don't give them enough credit during the season, and their defense is playing phenomenal. Their running game's top five. Nobody's giving credit to Carson Wentz. He's game managing really good, not turning over the ball that much. He's having a good year, so they could
Yeah,
be
he's
dangerous
having.
in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, he's having a real solid year. I'm not gonna lie, was really kind of shitty the first 3 quarters in that last game, but found a way to get it together and get us that W by throwing it to Desmond Patman, and a touchdown in the end zone to seal the game. Uh, Jonathan Taylor he's definitely an MVP, but I've been saying this all season. But Cooper Cup also has been killing it. But now, when I say MVP though, I always tell people it's the person who is most detriment to your team, like to your team's success, anyways. And yes, Cooper Cup is very great in what he does, and he does you do it in an elite level. But you also have Von Miller on that team, Jalen Ramsey, Matt Stafford. You know, I don't think he's the only MVP on this team, and I think if you remove Cooper Cup, yes, there's a drop off from production at the wide receiver level for sure. But I just don't feel that the team would not make playoffs if they didn't have Cooper Cup. I still think they do it. I don't think he's their MVP or most valuable player, but I do think that Jonathan Taylor for the Colts is. And the reason I say this is because the Colts were without four starting offensive linemen to start the game. We had Ryan Kelly out. We had Mark Lewinsky, Chris Reed. Who else? Quentin Nelson got COVID. Then we also didn't have Darius Leonard, okay, on the defensive side. Kari Willis, Rockison. So like we already out 8 starters when we first started the game. And then we lost Jack Doyle in the game and I think one other person. So it's like, fuck. We lost a lot of people. But Jonathan Taylor still ran for 100 yards behind our makeshift offensive line that we just happened to muster in the middle of the game. All new people, whole new offensive line and everything. And he still got 100 yards. That he's a beast, man. He's a beast.
You're definitely more of a power run team than what you used to be with Peyton Manning and all them being a pass heavy team. Definitely, it's made you guys a lot better of a football team. Obviously, you got hard nosed defense now, something you didn't have in the past. And you have a solid running game, which you never had in the past either. I'm not knocking you guys, but you guys were kind of more of a soft football team back in the day. So now
Yeah,
you guys are
true.
like more of a hard nosed, like running tough kind of team, which is impressive
Yeah,
to say the least.
absolutely. I don't think we really had anyone since like Edgerrin James. I mean, yeah, we had Joseph Adai and we had Dominic Rhodes. I mean, I'm not knocking those players, but I mean like a true power running football and able to catch out of the backfield, do the whole shebang, block everything, and just do it at an elite level and better than everybody else in the league. I don't think we've had that since Edgerrin James. It's
Yeah,
pretty great.
it's great to see. It's good for football.
I'm still mad that the Titans won, so we're still not. We're still or let's say one game behind them in the division. I'm hoping that they lose the next two because then we'd win to the division. But if they
You guys
win at
play them? I
least,
don't.
no, we don't play them. They already
Oh,
swept us twice.
oh damn.
Yeah, it sucks, man. I'm like, fuck, dude. Like,
Nobody
if we
wants to
had,
play at Indy.
yeah, no one, ain't no one. And then you know the thing that sucks too. If we at least won one of those Titans games, we'd actually be winning in the division right now.
Ooh, that's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, yeah, it sucks. But
Third time's a charm, though. If you go to the Titans Stadium and beat them there, that'll make a lot of Titans fans salty.
I mean, imagine if we see them in the playoffs. I still think everything goes through Kansas City right now. They're still one of the hottest teams in football right now. But hey, we're scared. We're pretty scary. So good.
How do you feel about the NFC picture then?
As far as the NFC picture goes, I mean, obviously Arizona just lost. I feel bad for them in a way, just because they've was it 3 games in a row they've lost now. And honestly, I think it's because they don't have Hopkins. They're not the offense that they used to be. With Hopkins, I feel like their whole offense is predicated around those two players. I also think that the loss of J.J. Watt is more significant than what people thought. I mean, look at their defense. They really haven't done much or been able to stop anybody, in a long time. Everyone's just destroying them and running them over. And now their offense can't keep up, so they're not winning games. They've lost the last few games. You got the Philadelphia Eagles still trying to cling on. They just beat the Giants and whooped them so bad. LA Rams, they won in ugly fashion. Yeah, they won, but I'm not sold on the Rams yet either. I still think it's the Packers and I think it's the Cowboys. I think those two teams are going to be the teams that make it to the NFC Championship. That's like my official picks for the NFC. I've come to that conclusion now.
I like Aaron Rodgers as my MVP pick.
As your MVP pick? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last 2 games,
and
16
I'm not an
touchdowns,
Aaron
9
Rodgers
receptions.
fan. Yep, true that.
Oh, I know. You always call him Sharon Rodgers.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of him whatsoever, but playing on a toe injury like that and still elevating your team to W's and wins, kind of have to give it to him. Dark horse candidate would be Tom Brady, of course, but it'd be nice to see other candidates besides the quarterback win it for once. Like you said, Jonathan Taylor or Cooper Kupp. They're more than
Sure.
deserving to win one, but it's not how it
Yeah.
goes sometimes.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad if Aaron Rodgers won it. I'm tired of seeing the quarterback always win it, to be honest with you. It's just, yeah. How you feeling about Tampa? Do you still liking Tampa?
Yeah, I still like Tampa. I don't have the same vibes as of them like winning it all like I did last year. They're not so many different injuries. The defense has been really inconsistent. Injury
Yeah.
bug on defense as well. Just so many things going wrong at the wrong possible times. Antonio Brown looks like he's starting to be a cancer again. So it's tough. It's tough.
We'll see. I don't know if he's becoming a cancer. I mean, he's an idiot for trying to dupe the NFL. And honestly, he did dupe them for a while with that fake vaccination card. But hey, what's that say about the NFL staff, man? That they were able to get duped like that. But yeah, I like Tampa still. I just don't think they're gonna get past the Cowboys. Just look really good defensively,
That
and the
defense,
offense is good.
that Parsons guy's going to win Defensive Rookie of the Year for sure, without a
Or,
doubt.
or even a Diggs. He's got 11 interceptions, man. That's like history right there. Like we haven't had anyone get close to that in a long time. I mean,
think it
I
was
think the record's 14.
1982.
Yeah, 1982, man.
Yeah.
14 interceptions. No one's even come close to that record in many, many years, dude. Like just forever. It's just crazy that he's able to do that, and he's a rookie. Can you imagine? Like he has so much room for growth to get better, and like his ball hawking skills right now. If he's getting 11 interceptions in his very first year, do I think he's going to replicate that success? Every single year? Nah. I mean, if he does, that's crazy. But if he can even get 5 interceptions a year, for the rest of his career, but also start getting better in every other area. I mean, he's already second in pass deflections. I mean, eventually he's gonna be a lockdown corner. No one's gonna want to throw that dude's way. They're like, if I throw it, he's always just gonna intercept the ball. Screw that.
Well, it helps with your brother, Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, that's true. Helps with that speed.
Yeah.
Getting off the line.
And they're probably trading with each other during the offseason.
Oh, absolutely. I would. I mean, if I had a brother, I'd be. Well, I mean, I do have a brother, but I mean, I'm competitive for the most part.
Yeah.
Some of my brothers are much older than me, so I'm not as competitive with them. But yeah. Let's see some of the other teams. We got Baltimore and Cincinnati, and Pittsburgh's still in the picture, and Cleveland, sort of technically. Who do you think is going to win that division?
I like the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, same. I think the Bengals are going to win too. I mean, Burrow just dropped 500 yards on people. He was on my bench this week and only got me 51 points, and I could have started him. Yeah,
that's nuts.
Yeah, I just didn't believe in him this week, man. But I mean, the Baltimore Ravens, I think, will make the playoffs. But I think this is the first losing season that the Steelers are going to have under Mike Tomlin.
I mean, it's not all his fault. Big Ben's kind of washed up, and that's no disrespect to him. It's just he's old. Took too many hits. Doesn't get the arm strength anymore. The Steelers don't really have the talent anymore either.
Yeah, it's true. Like everything you're saying is true. Like the talent wise, because everything I think they were really anticipating that their defense was going to be so great they wouldn't have to do much on offense. But what they didn't realize is Ben's getting older. He's not like he used to. Their defense lost a lot of people throughout the year, so now it's not as good as what it once was. And I thought they were just going to start running the ball with Najee Harris and just run the ball all the time, but their offensive line sucks. So
yeah, so basically it's catching passes out of the backfield and not utilizing his talent.
And they're just trash right now.
Yeah, we got to think. You have Harris and you have T.J. Watt. Build around that for the next couple of years.
Get rid of Ben Roethlisberger, man. Like, I guarantee if he comes back next year, they'll have him again next year.
Oh, man, there's not really a good quarterback draft either coming into this draft, so it's going to be tough.
Imagine if Aaron Rodgers went to the Steelers.
He wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't know if he. Oh, maybe. I don't think he minds the cold, but it's a good spot. We got the Raiders against the Colts next week. Let's see. I mean, Washington just got destroyed by Dallas. Yeah, man, it was a pretty crazy week. All these little headlines that are going on. I think Bucks clinched their division.
First time since 2007.
The Kansas City Chiefs, I think, already had clinched a playoff spot. I don't think they've clinched they might have clinched the division now. I think Arizona has already done that. There's like 4 teams this week that finally clinched their division. So we're finally getting, people separating themselves from the pack. We're about to see who's going to be the first and second seeds for sure. But as far as our picks go for next week, man, now I don't know if they have all of the game. They do. Great. Okay. We got Chiefs versus Bengals. Chiefs are favored by 5.5 right now.
I like the Bengals.
You like the Bengals against the Chiefs? You think you're going to knock them off?
It's going to be close, though. Even though the Chiefs' defense has rebounded and played really well, Patrick Mahomes and the offense has been really well, too. I mean, I like the Bengals and a nail-biter 38-34.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs, man. I can't go against Patrick Mahomes. I'm going to take them minus 5.5. We said that we were going to write these down because last time we forgot our others. So, yeah, let me do that.
Yes, you do that, my friend. You do that.
All right. Danny, Derek, Casey, and you're taking the Bengals. Okay, and then you have Raiders versus Colts. Colts are favored by 7.5.
I like the Raiders in that game.
You already know I'm gonna take the Colts. So Danny 7.5 for the Raiders. I'm gonna take the Colts. Then we have the Bucks minus 13 versus the Jets plus 13. It's a lot of points.
I like the Buccaneers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you on the Bucks too. Minus 13. Even though
still playing for a first round bye.
Yeah, even though they've lost a lot of players, I'm still going Bucks. It's the fucking Jets. Sorry, Henry. Jets suck, bro. We got the Rams versus Ravens. You got some good matchups this week. Rams are favored by 3.5.
I like the Rams.
Rams minus 3.5. And I'm also going to go Rams as well.
Stafford's been
3.5.
playing some ugly football too. He's playing like Jared Goff did.
Yeah, he really is.
I mean, we needed that last week, anyways. Or this week, I should
Honestly,
say.
when are we gonna start giving credit to Matt Stafford for him having two wide receivers that are about to break the NFL record? He had Calvin Johnson breaking, get like 1,800 or 1,900 yards, and Cooper Kupp's about to break it. Like, are we gonna give
What's he at
Matt
right now?
Stafford? I mean, that's a good question. What is he at?
He's gonna break Calvin Johnson's record.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's what I was saying. MVP.
Yeah, I haven't been paying attention. I just looked at his fantasy football stats last night. And I'm like looking at it: 20 points, 20 points, 30 points, 30 points. He hasn't had one bad game this season.
He's a monster. Right now, he has 1,734 yards. So yeah, he can break it this week. I think I gotta look up for what the record is, but I'm pretty sure he could break it this week, which he probably will, if not next
And we
week.
chose Robert Woods. Damn it!
No, we had the chance to get Cooper Kupp, but
If we flipped the coin and we picked the wrong one.
I just didn't think that he was gonna pop off like that.
I thought it'd be
That-
Robert Woods to pop off like that.
Same, and then he got injured enough for the year.
Yeah. But we're
So
still in
we
the
got-
championship.
Exactly. That's why we're here, man. That's why we're here. We got Falcons versus Buffalo Bills. My God, Buffalo Bills are favored by 14 and a half.
I like the Bills. I like Bill Mafia. Boom.
Bills
For obvious
Mine.
reasons, of course.
14.5. Damn, that's a lot of points.
We definitely got to start Knox this week then. I didn't know they were going against the Falcons.
I'll take Bills.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Get a 4-touchdown game.
14.5. Yeah, I think they'll blow them out. They're gonna try.
Oh, I hope so.
We got Jacksonville Jaguars versus Patriots. The Jaguars are, the Patriots are favored by 15 and a half.
I like the Jaguars.
Yeah, same here, bro. I was like, damn.
You're not going to hear me say that often, but that's a trap game right there.
15.5. The Jags are bad, but dude, their defense ain't that bad, man. Yeah, Jags plus 15.5. And then let's see. Eagles versus Washington football team.
I like the Washington football team.
They're +4 against the Eagles.
I think they're going to come back hungry after they got embarrassed on primetime TV.
WFT +4. I'm taking Eagles -4. They're still trying to get that playoff spot. We have the Giants versus Bears. Bears are favored by 6.
I like the Bears. That was crazy what they did with Nick Foles against the Seahawks.
Yep, I'm taking the Bears as well, man. Big Dick Nick. Let's run it. Denver Broncos versus the Chargers. Chargers are favored by 5.5.
I like Denver.
Gotcha. I'm taking Broncos as well. Plus 5.5. Damn, I kind of want to bet on that right now, honestly. That's a good spread right there for me. Arizona Cardinals versus Cowboys.
I like the Cowboys. Same.
Cowboys are 5.5. Is what they're favored. Minus 5.5, and then I can tell them. Yes, I'm getting pretty close. Okay, we got 3 games left. We have Detroit Lions versus the Seahawks.
I like the Lions.
Lions are +7, Seahawks -7. Do you think the Lions are gonna? Yeah, they've been getting pretty close. Lions +7. I'll take Lions +7. And then we got Vikings versus Packers. Packers are favored by 6.
I like the Vikings to take one from the Packers again. I think they're going to sweep the series.
Vikings +6. I take Packers -6 because I have that bet with Dwyer. This would solidify that money into my pocket. And then lastly, for that Monday Night Football game, it's going to be Cleveland Browns versus the Steelers. Browns are favored by 3.
I like the Browns.
Same. Browns -3. All right, man. Got those picks in. Now, we'll resurface those next week on Monday when we do our show again and whatnot. But as far as our fantasy teams go, I was in the playoffs in 6 leagues this week, including Danny's. I'm looking at them right now. One of them I already got annihilated in. It's 143 to 40, 143.47 to 96.52. So I got to fight for third or fourth place next week. You already know I'm trying to get third, obviously. In another league, I'm winning right now by 30 points. Probably going to take that one home. I had another league I was in. This guy named Brandon was against me, talking smack early on in the beginning of the week, saying that I was going to lose. I had an 18% chance of winning. And now I'm probably going to win because he only has a 1% chance of winning. Let's see.
Is that the Hidden Talent League?
Yep, that's the Hidden Talent League that we're in.
Oh, he's first in place. He's in first place too. Wow.
Not anymore.
That's true.
Why is this? Okay. Not anymore. And then right now I'm going against this one guy. I have New Orleans defense, even though Miami already scored a touchdown against them, and I needed 27 or 26 points to win from New Orleans. So like 2 touchdowns essentially. Yeah, I'm fucked. And then our league, I think didn't we win?
Yeah, we won. We won 160 to 138.
Yep, here we go. Yeah, and we're gonna be in the championship next week in that. So that's technically for me 3 leagues that I'll be in championships with, and then 3 leagues I'll be fighting for a third
We
spot.
left like 90 points on the bench though. That was impressive of our bench to pop off like that.
I'm telling you, Ron St. Brown has just been going off, man.
We gotta start him we gotta start him.
There's so many, and then I don't know if you know, Daryl Henderson just got injured. I don't know if Sonny Michel is still on the waiver wire in that league. Probably not, but we can always just look and see if he is.
We have Sonny Michel.
Oh, we have him?
Yeah, he popped off for 20 points too on our bench.
Well, we'll just replace James Robinson and put in Sonny Michel. We just gave ourselves a new RB1. See, this is why you keep depth on your team throughout the season, people, just in case. Sonny Michel is a backup, but now he's an RB1 starter, and we just lost an RB1 and James Robinson for the year. Whoop, whoop, swap, you're good.
Amari Cooper got 20 points on our bench too.
Yeah, I'm still probably not going to start Amari Cooper. Yeah. Man, it just depends on the matchup. I got to see who they're versing, but
I think it's a hard matchup.
Yeah. Let me see who we got. I'd be going against either Jordan or Chris next week in my league. And I think
probably want to go against Chris.
Yeah, just because I'm tired of facing Jordan, man. Every time I face him, dude, it's like we split. And I've already beat him twice this year, so I ain't trying to have him take that other one, Yeah, I probably face Chris just because Chris was talking about leaving the league, because it's hard for him to focus on some stuff. And me, personally, I'm like, I want you to stay, man, because I need people in the league. I hate when I have to go find new people, man.
It's tough.
If he wins, he might want to stay. But if he also like if he's fighting for first or second place, I feel like he'd want to stay because he did that good.
Yeah, I know. I took 5th in your league. I'm gonna build on that next season.
Yep, you did pretty solid. What did you get last year?
I didn't play last year. I was banned from the league.
The year before, I mean. I think you were like 4th.
I think I went 4th.
Yeah. So we're gonna have a continuous thing with this league. I'm trying to get it to the point where we have people coming back every year, and we can do a keeper league.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I'd do a keeper league. That'd be cool.
I would like to keep Jonathan Taylor on my team every single year. That'd be nice. But yeah, that won't happen. But yeah, I mean, my teams have been solid. Aaron Rodgers, we got David Moore, Brandon Ayuk, Sonny Michel. I picked up Rashad Penny this week. He was a great pickup. I had to pick up Cole Kmet because Travis Kelce got COVID and didn't get cleared in time, so he couldn't play.
Yeah.
So I got screwed over with that. I got Greg the Leg. Obviously, Javonte Williams has been kind of solid all season. I've had him in there. And then my bench was just Parker, Kelce, and Joe Burrow. If I had started Joe Burrow, I'd be winning right now. I would only need 3 points from New Orleans in order to win.
Yeah. By the way, Rashad Penny's available in our league for the championship. We could pick him up to block any finals opponent from picking him up.
Yeah, that'd be a smart idea. See, you've learned, man. Yeah. Getting the season, we were saying this. I just pick up players to cock block other people from having success in my league, especially if I know that person's above me. If you're in 3rd, second or first place, I'm gonna do whatever I can to fuck you over. If I can pick up someone off the waiver wire that I know that you really need, like Jordan, for example, he really needed a running back like 3 weeks ago, really bad. He had to pick
You
up
blocked
Rex
the shit out of
Burkhead.
that.
Oh yeah, I picked up like 3 players, and so that way he didn't. I'll pick him up because I'll have his wide receivers that I dropped, and there were 3 people that I didn't really care too much about, and I didn't see myself starting them over the next couple of weeks. So I just dropped them and picked up those 3 players, and I think I kept 2 players, dropped another player the next week after that. But yeah, I just wanted to prevent him from getting any of those players. Helps you in your advantage because I got a W from him because I was versing him, and it also apparently prevented another team in my league from winning Nolan because he didn't have any running backs to start because his also got injured. So he actually dropped down. He's the one who faced you, and you just beat him in 5th place.
There we go. There we
Yeah.
go.
Yep. Hey, man. There's a lot of things I still don't tell everybody, and you'll start seeing some of these as we do more shows. I'll bring some of the stuff out, some of the secrets I have in fantasy football, and
I know you
how
don't
I do
want to
so
talk
good.
about it as much until I get eliminated like in the hidden talent league. Because every time I'd make moves, you're like, oh, yeah.
Oh, I had anticipated that you were going to do that last week, or not last week, but throughout the season, like taking all the insight that I was giving you and like try to use it against me. And you did for the most part. Like I saw some of the players that were on your team that we had been discussing in our league. I'm like, this motherfucker, dude. Like,
I did learn a lot. And it's made me a lot better because I used to go like 6, 7 running backs on my bench. And I'd get
and
overwhelmed. I'm like, who do I start? Then I'm like 5-9, and here we are at 9-4 in the championship. So
absolutely,
you
man.
gave me a different perspective on how to look at fantasy football. Like, hey, you need receivers, especially in PBR league. You know they're gonna get the ball, they're gonna catch it. You need one top tier, you need one solid back, and just build from that. Try not to reach in the draft, and there's so many different things I learned. So
Absolutely, man. I was just trying to. I always want to make people better because if you feel like your team is just complete trash, then you usually don't want to care for your fucking team, and you just leave it. And then you're that one person who's like 2-14 throughout the season or something like that because you don't even start your bench. Like I hate having people like that in the league. I'd rather everyone be good and it's super competitive to the point where like everyone in the playoff, I mean everyone in the league has a shot at playoffs, to make it and whatnot. I mean, do I like? I always want to win all the time, but it also brings me much more joy when I see other people having that much fun as I'm doing it too as well. Because you don't want to fucking join a league and like everyone's fucking boring. I've literally been in one of those. No one talks. No one's talking smack. It's just like participation trophy. Thank you for joining the league. Yep. Bye bye.
that's fun.
It's like
I would not join that league again. That'd be so
yeah.
boring.
I hated it, dude. It was like not only was it free, which sucked anyways. I was only doing it just to join it. But now no one's gonna talk in there, no one's gonna say anything. And then when you see some shit asshole not starting his team and you need him to start his team because he's going against someone who you need to lose so you can make playoffs, then you're fucked. I hate it. No communication. It's trash. I fucking hate it, bro.
Like the commissioner of our league, when we got that first round bye, I asked Jeff, I'm like, hey, how's that first round bye, bud? He told me to go fuck myself. I'm like, hey, I just wanted to know how it is. And here, behold, we're playing them in the finals. So
that's the shit talk I'm loving to hear, bro. Because when you have no one talking shit to you, and it's just you talking smack to everybody in the league, and no one says anything back, it just gets boring. You're like, this is not fun. I want to pummel people into the dirt and just talk shit to them because I'm so good at what I do. Not to brag, but I'm in the championship in 3 leagues. Out of 8 leagues I've done this year, in the championship in 3, and fighting for 3rd place in 3. Not bad.
Yeah, I'm in the championship in our league and then in another league. It was supposed to be a $25 league, but nobody ever got back to me about payment or anything. I don't know if that's because my team was super loaded and nobody wanted to pay money anymore. Because I had like Swift, I had Alvin Kamara, I had Eckler, I had Travis Kelce. I had Deebo Samuel. I had Jefferson from the Vikings. And I had Dallas's defense. And Lamar Jackson. Obviously, I haven't been playing him lately, so I've been doing Kirk Cousins. But
that's why I collect all the money in the beginning of the league. I mean, the beginning of the year. Because if you collect that money up front, then people feel obligated that they have to look at their team, and if not, like the people that don't look at their team, they just don't care about the money that they give up. They just say to hell with $100 or $50 or whatever they spend, to join that league. That's
Yeah,
why I
my
try to get
team.
all up front.
I think a lot of people weren't drafting either because there's no reason I should have. Besides Alvin Kamara being my first pick that I chose, I auto drafted the rest. There's no reason why I should have had a team that loaded, that good with a 10-person league.
Hey man, good drafting, bro. Taught you well, young grasshopper.
Yeah, good for the computer.
Absolutely. Well, that completes our show for today, guys. It was exactly 30 minutes, like I was said. We'll have some more shows going on like this. I'm going to be talking by myself on the show later on in the weeks, probably on Thursdays, Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays. And then eventually when football's over, it'll just be like basketball going forward. But because I do fantasy basketball as well, I just haven't been more involved in it like I had football because I'm trying to win these chips. You know what I'm saying? But thank you guys for having us. Thank you, Brother Dan.
You have a good one.
All right, man. Deuces.
Thank you for having me. Pieces.